Over the past few videos that I have done talking about the Irish passport, I sometimes get comments saying, is the Irish passport the best passport in the entire world? Or are there other options? Or maybe questions like, alright, what makes the Irish passport so special that it's better than any other passport in the entire world? Well, to start off with whether the Irish passport is the best passport in the world, to start off with, that question cannot really be answered on a global scale because it completely depends upon what you as an individual are looking for. If you are looking to live in Latin America for the rest of your life, having a European Union passport isn't probably going to be that beneficial for you. I mean, yes, it's going to have you diversified, it's going to give you another option across another continent, but if you are sure that you want to live in Latin America or maybe a place like Asia, maybe a country like Singapore, having an Irish passport isn't going to be that beneficial to you. Instead, you're probably going to want to seek maybe Singaporean permanent residence or maybe Latin American citizenship. If you want to live in Europe, if you feel like Europe is the place where you are going to live for the majority, if not the rest of your life, maybe you want to live in Europe, maybe you want to retire in Europe, maybe you want to start a family in Europe, you don't have to do all of that in the Republic of Ireland or maybe Northern Ireland in the UK. Having the Irish passport is going to be extremely beneficial in that case. Because let's take a look at what the Irish passport offers. If we take a look at the visa requirements map, we can see that as a travel document, it's very strong. So if you are someone who wants to live in Europe, but you also want to travel the world for a long time, you're not going to have a lot of difficulty getting into most countries with an Irish passport. It's a well-respected passport. But if we look at one thing in regards to European Union passports, that will be their freedom of movement. Now, obviously, as an Irish citizen, you have free movement to the entirety of the European Union and, in fact, the Schengen area. But there is also one thing that Irish citizens have over any other European Union citizen. That would be the fact that they maintain free movement to the UK. I've talked about this numerous times on the channel, but the fact that they have free movement to the UK due to the common travel area makes the Irish passport very strong. And the reason is because on this channel, I am personally looking for a passport that gives me the most options around the world. And put it this way, if I had access to Irish citizenship, either through maybe I was born there, or through descent, or through marriage, or maybe I've lived in Ireland for 5 years or anything like that, I would certainly get the passport as fast as possible. Now let's talk about citizenship by descent. Let's say you are someone who can get Irish citizenship through citizenship by descent, but you don't really feel like you want to live in the Republic of Ireland, or you don't really feel like you want to live in Europe for the time being. And personally, if I was in that case, maybe I was living in the United States or maybe in Asia or a country like that, and I had access to the Irish passport, but I had no real motivation to live in the Republic of Ireland or maybe in Europe for the time being, maybe down the line, but not at the time moment, then I would still get the passport, because by the time that, let's say I change my mind and go, alright, look, maybe I've had enough of the Americas, or maybe I've had enough of Asia, maybe I want to try out Europe. At that point, you're not going to have to worry about, alright, look, do I need a visa to be able to go to this country? You're going to have a European Union passport. You'll be able to enter and set up your life there very easily. So in conclusion, when people ask, is the Irish passport the best passport in the entire world? If you are looking at Europe, in my opinion, yes, it certainly would be the best passport in the European Union. There is an argument that because it's not in the Schengen area, it's not that strong, but it's actually the only non-Schengen EU country that has ESTA access to the United States. The other three do not have ESTA access to the United States. So as a travel document, it's still very strong. And for me, it's not really a valid argument to say this country isn't in the Schengen area, because you still maintain your free movement. Let me know what you think about the Irish passport, which passport you think might be better in your case. And if you like this video, you can click right here and subscribe to get information on YouTube. And if you want to follow me and contact me directly, then be sure to follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on X. And if you want to gain exclusive videos and exclusive emojis and anything like that, then be sure to join this channel as a member.